Turning now to explosive allegations of blackmail aimed at a Vancouver police officer and how the case was handled. Did that play a role in the suicide of Constable Nicole Chan? A coroner's inquest got underway today to investigate Chan's troubling descent. Her sister spoke about how she hopes no other family will have to go through what they did. CTV's Shannon Patterson has the story.
Hi, my name is Jen Chan. Nicole was my sister.
She was the very first witness in a coroner's inquest into the death of her younger sister.
Nicole was strong and beautiful. We were always very close, and it was her dream to be a member of the VPD.
Nicole Chan was 30 years old and a constable with the Vancouver police when she took her own life 4 years ago this week.
This inquest is a way for her voice to be heard, and I don't want her story to be forgotten.
On day one, the coroner's inquest jury heard testimony about what began as a consensual relationship between Chan and fellow officer Sergeant Dave Van Patten. It's alleged when Van Patten learned Chan was dating another member of the force, he shot video of an incriminating exchange on that officer's phone and told Chan he would send it to both their spouses if she didn't continue to have sex with him. While interviewing Chan in October 2017, now Superintendent Shelley Horn told the inquest there were concerns she raised that she'd been manipulated and coerced into having sex with him, and there were concerns about how her file was handled with HR. After Chan came forward to Human Resources, a criminal investigation was launched and a charge recommendation was forwarded to Crown, but ultimately Van Patten was never prosecuted and was allowed to keep his job. In the months following, Jen Chan said her sister was depressed, believing she had no work opportunities left with the VPD, testifying she wasn't able to speak her truth. So as a victim in her eyes, she felt like she was isolated, and in the end, she didn't have too many friends in the department. On January 26, 2019, Chan was detained under the Mental Health Act and taken to Vancouver General Hospital, where she told doctors and colleagues she wouldn't harm herself. She was ultimately released that night and committed suicide the following morning. Former VPD Sergeant Dave Van Patten will not be testifying at the inquest. It's up to the presiding coroner to decide who appears, and Van Patten didn't receive a summons. The jury can't find fault, but can make recommendations aimed at preventing similar deaths in the future.
I'm cautious but hopeful about this coroner's inquest. I hope the jury comes back with some recommendations for change in the department. The Chan family is suing the VPD, arguing a lack of leadership guidelines and standards and the workplace culture of the department contributed to Nicole's suicide. Shannon Patterson, CTV News, Burnaby.